3 short squeeze stocks set for a January 2024 rally. This is exactly what I want to talk about. Now here's what we know. Short sellers in 2023 lost $195 billion. Short sellers are also fearing the housing market and liquidity crisis all around the board. And we're going to touch a little bit on banks after. January historically has been the time where our favorite meme stocks had nasty rallies. AMC, GameStop, shorts never covered so they weren't squeezes, yada yada yada. But this article lists Fisker, FSR, Beyond Meat, BYND, and Plug Power, PLUG. Another thing I wanted to note, every single time that we had a major move in these short squeeze plays, not only were short sellers in distress, which is what we're seeing, but the S&P 500 was near all-time highs, which means short sellers were just wrong on betting on the overall market, and when the overall market moves, other stocks move as well. They were wrong on those stocks as well. And the SPY is nearing an all-time high. And in my opinion, that is what is going to come over the next couple of weeks. An all-time high for the SPY breaking over 480, as well as Bitcoin. For the past couple of months, what we've been tracking with Bitcoin, SPY, Tesla has come to fruition, as well as GameStop for the most part, not that far back. And just to show you, this is where Bitcoin is trading at right now. This is where we were at back in the cycle, which means Bitcoin is about to have a massive bull run going forward. And guess what is going to get approved this week? Potentially the ETFs, right? The spot Bitcoin ETFs. So Bitcoin was here, now it's here, getting ready for that leg up to potentially make all-time highs, along with what you're going to see AMC and GameStop as well, in my opinion. Before we get into AMC and GameStop's chart, along with all of these moving, this is where Tesla was trading at back in the cycle. This is where Tesla's trading at right now, meaning we are going to scale higher, go for an all-time high, scale higher, go for an all-time high. So far, for the past couple of months, we have been tracking this thing to a T. And just to disclose, I am doubled up on my calls as well as my shares in Tesla. So predictions going forward. Before we get into AMC and GameStop's chart, let's touch on the SPY since this video is a little bit reversed. Before we get into the video, guys, we got a lot of stuff to cover with AMC and GameStop, so watch until the end so you guys don't have to watch another update video here on YouTube. Also, let me know how your weekend is going. We are about to start the week, which is technically the first real trading week of the year. And today's a snow day. It's looking beautiful. We're getting a lot of snow here. I'm going to take a video so I can probably show you guys just the vibe I'm getting at when I'm recording this. But yeah, let me know how your weekend is going. Are you guys getting any snow? Obviously, some of you guys aren't in places where you are going to get snow. Overall, let's get ready to make some money this year. Let's get into the video. Hit the like button. It's free. Subscribe to the channel. Get us to 20K subs. Let's get into it. SPY trading at 467.92. That's what it closed at on Friday. Retested this level right around 468.50. And I think we're going to have to retest it again. Break higher. Next resistance, 472.75. That is the level I'm watching for Monday on the S&P 500. 472.75 for the SPY to test. Volume slightly increased on the screen day, and we want that to follow through going forward. Now, if you haven't been keeping up with the channel, we have been tracking AMC from back in January of 2021, right before the run-up, and we are in this little yellow zone right here where it had a 36% decline, reaching its all-time low. Currently, we have reached a 25% decline. In my opinion, AMC still has room to fall down to $4.35. With that being said, looking at AMC, we may see a red day across the board just for tomorrow, so AMC can plunge down and hit that. But again, AMC doesn't need other plays to go red with it. We've seen time and time again other trader chains as well as the S&P 500, the overall market going green while AMC is red. Clear as day manipulation. But with that being said, after that, we expect a move up to $12, which is about 170% gain, and then getting that leg up, an algorithm sort of break to see where we can go from there. But essentially $4.35 for AMC, and then from there $12. That is what I'm looking at for AMC going forward. GameStop looking beautiful, closed at $15.96, down 2.44% on Friday's trading day, testing the top of the macro trend line once again. Every single time it got smacked very, very hard. It has never consolidated this much at the top of the line. And this is the same thing we've been tracking here, getting the stair-step method, getting leg up after leg up after leg up. And I think GameStop is looking extremely well and could lead the pack for GameStop as well as AMC and these other quote-unquote short squeeze plays according to several different articles. Now, I wanted to just point this out before we get into AMC and GameStop's numbers to start the week and how they close on Friday. We talk about the box office numbers quite a bit on this channel, but how much does AMC actually take up of box office revenue? So in 2011, it was about 19%, and then 2012, 18%, then 20, then 20, 21, 22, 36, 36, 38, 46, 45, and 34, and we are waiting on this year's estimate. But taking a look, this is what AMC takes up of the box office percentage, so you can see what their revenue looks like, where it comes from, and how much they get out of it. Now, we have some catalysts that are going to affect the overall market this week, and we're going to touch on them towards the end of the video. But how did AMC and GameStop close? What are their numbers looking like? What is the data looking like? Coming into the week, AMC has 3 million shares available to borrow against it, which I assume they are going to use. Barely no calls expired in the money compared to 26,000 puts. So there is more room to the downside for AMC. And then hopefully this week, again, we are hoping AMC hits its bottom, because the week after January 19th expiration is an extremely volatile options chain. It is loaded up for AMC as well as GameStop. Over 175,000 call contracts, and then over 100,000 put contracts. So this is going to be interesting to watch. Now, AMC also had 190,000 short exempts on the 5th, so Friday, which is down from 270, down from 313. So they are just slowly releasing pressure on the way down until they hit where AMC wants to hit, which tells me that we are getting closer to the bottom that they want it to get to. GameStop, 30,000 shares available to borrow. Barely no calls compared to 8,000 puts that expired in the money. So we also lost there. And then this going to market makers as well, this premium. And then the options chain again for the 19th is what we're watching. Over 350,000 call contracts, and then only 80,000 put contracts. So if GameStop does break out, you're going to see a nasty move higher and giving us a chance to actually break the algorithms once again. Short exempts did load up as soon as we touched that trend line, coming up to 21,000 once again for GameStop, which is not a good sight to see. Now, CalPERS reported 47.72% of their $123 billion in debt securities subject to credit risk are non-investment grade. This $59 billion of non-investment grade debt securities, highlighted horizontally in red, represents 65.69% of Caliper's debt securities subject to credit risk. Basically, too long didn't read, CalPERS, the largest pension fund in America, has nearly half of their debt securities that are subject to credit risk rated as junk. While these junk bonds are still highly investable and sought after, the nature of their credit ratings bring with them an increased level of risk, as they are more likely to default than their investment grade counterparts. But again, probably nothing. On top of that, the United States' second largest pension fund may borrow more than $30 billion to help it maintain liquidity without having to sell assets at fire sale prices. Now, before we get into the catalyst for this week and what is to come, guys, get in the Discord. The link is right under the video. Come talk with me on the daily. Request specific uploads, post your gains, post your losses, and overall just level yourself up. Come talk stocks and crypto with the most amazing people. There are no bad questions. Whether you're a beginner or advanced trader, this is the place to go. It's basically a big group chat where everyone is seeking financial freedom using the stock market as well as crypto. So join the Discord. The link is right under the video and pinned in the top of comments. Also, guys, if you want up to 15 free stocks, each valued up to $2 grand per stock, realistically, you'll probably get like 50 to a few $100s for doing absolutely nothing. And then you're also getting 5.1% APY on your uninvested cash. All you have to do is use my link, sign up for Mumu as a broker, and then make a deposit from your bank account to start trading. Even a penny will work, and you'll start earning benefits from there. So again, that link is in the top of the description and pinned in the top of comments with the Discord link. And you're also getting level 2 order book data for free on this platform, keeping your money insured, access to trading options going long, going short, as well as viewing other exchanges, and a customizable earnings calendar. So join Mumu today, sign up, and make a deposit. Key events this week: 10-year note auction on Wednesday, as well as crude oil inventories. And then Thursday, we have December CPI inflation data, which is going to move the market. Initial jobless claims on Thursday as well. And then Friday, December PPI inflation, with a total of 4 Fed members speaking. Moving on, all 11 Bitcoin ETF applicants have submitted their final 19B4 amendments, including ARK Invest, BlackRock, Grayscale, Fidelity, Franklin Templeton, Vanik, Bitwise, Valkyrie, Hashdex, WisdomTree, Invesco, Galaxy, etc., etc. And BlackRock assumes that the ETF will be approved this Wednesday, which is huge news for Bitcoin, especially leading into the halving. Speaking of Bitcoin, Honduras Pacific Economic Zone Prospera recognizes Bitcoin as a unit of account, which makes Bitcoin acceptable for commercial tax, and financial transactions. And to close out the video, a little touch on war. Taiwan slams Chinese balloons as a safety threat in psychological warfare. Overall, guys, that is what I got for you for the weekend video. Make sure to have post notifications on in case I upload again. Hopefully you enjoyed the weekend. Again, get in Discord, get your free stocks with Mumu, and let me know the sentiment going forward. I am extremely bullish on Bitcoin, Tesla, the SPY, AMC, and GameStop. In my opinion, there is no time to sell right now. Nothing I say is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but this is just my outlook and my expectations going forward. If you agree with me, drop a rockin' emoji in the comments. I love you all. Lottery Stocks out.